Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All right, Kun. Shalom to you, Akim. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone. Honors and salutations to you, Akim, out there, laboring in its truth. And, you know, through the spirit, we got another show. All the shows are always special, but, we're going to go into some information that the Bishop Elder Tyler Dotbach got that's sizzling hot off the press. Thanks to the spirit working through the brother
Elder Malcolm
in Chicago.
Because he did a show where he was talking about critical race theory, and he had showed this particular icon. I'd never seen this icon before. From the Voronet Monastery in Romania. Romania, that's been pretty much the area where Vlad Tepes was from. If you know anything about Vlad Tepes was a contemporary of Christopher Columbus. Yeah. Vlad Tepes was on the earth around the 1460s. So that Columbus was on the earth at that same time. About 30 years after that is when Columbus made his voyage over here to the Americas in 1492. But the 1460s, Vlad Tepes was doing this thing over there in Transylvania. The areas, you know, is like the Carpathian Mountains, Romania, and all that. Vlad Tepes dwelt through there. Vlad Tepes was fighting against Islam, and he believed in the Bible, and then Hollywood.
If I may add too, and he knew that the so-called white man was the devil.
That's right.
See, the reason why this history that the bishop's running through is important is because of one, the prophecy in the scriptures that we're gonna go to some prophecies, we're gonna hit it, and it shows you that this ain't nothing new, man. That look, like the Apostle Paul spoke in Thessalonians. The mystery of iniquity, which now letteth. Back, like, look, they were waiting from back then, right, to be delivered and everything, because they knew that Esau was the devil.
That's right.
Vlad Tepes knew. That's why he was impelling. He's known as the impeller, because he was impelling what? Them Ottoman jerks, man.
Right, them Ottoman Turks, which, you know who the Ottoman Turks, the Ottoman Empire, part of that empire, before it became the Ottoman Empire, was known as the Khazar Empire, or Khazaria. Right. Over there in the Ukraine, you know, the area called Kiev that's being bombed. Yep. Well, that's what they were. Them so-called Jews were living in that area, but they were under the name of Khazaria, the Khazar Empire, and really they're Edomites, is what they are. That the chief house of Edom, which would be Amalek, the first ones that gave us a problem when we came out of Egypt. Amalek wouldn't let us pass through their land. That's why when David came to power, David and Joab tried to get rid of every goddamn male in Edom. But the Most High had a group of them Edomites escape and run down into Egypt with a particular pharaoh at that time. And once Solomon and Joab was dead, then the Edomite, I think his name was Adad. I think it was Adad.
Right, because they was under subjection.
They was under subjection.
Slaves.
Yeah.
See, first of all, this thing about slavery and what Esau's doing, that's why, and we're going to get the scripture on that too in Ezekiel, is a thing of vengeance, because that's going back into them times. See, these devils, man, don't let them trick you, man. They pull out these clowns, man, these bootleg Jesuits, such as Hocab Malone and all these, to come and sit there and try to debunk the truth. You can't debunk the truth. The elites, the people that you're working for, they know what we're talking about. They know that this history goes deep, man.
Of course.
It goes back during the time of King David, because King David was a so-called black man, man.
That's right.
King Solomon, he tells what he said.
Song of Solomon 1:5. I am black but comely.
But comely.
Jeremiah, what is it? Jeremiah 8:21.
Yes.
Astonishment have taken hold of me. I am black. Job 30:30. My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burnt with heat. Lamentations 4:8. Their visage meaning their face, was blacker than a coal, and they are not known in the streets.
So Esau knows this history that we tell you that we're the real Israelites, man, the 12 tribes of Israel, and he knows about this, and and it's a thing of hate that he has for us, but it goes deeper because he's Esau, so you know who really hates him. The Most High
hates him.
Unlike these little fucking assholes out here. All right, you got these damn fake little bootleg toy soldier spies trying to act like they GMS.
Right.
I don't know if you've seen the video.
Yeah, I seen them.
They're talking about God loves everybody. You out of your goddamn mind. Never, even throughout history, was never a point where the Most High loved everybody. Where the hell did you get that from, man?
Yep.
All right, but you got that. I have something in Obadiah if you want to read that real quick, or
Yeah, read Obadiah, and then we'll go into what I got right here.
I go straight to the 6th verse. Obadiah 1, I mean, you know, of course, up top, blows up Esau's spot, let you know who the Esau is talking about, which is these devils today, as we've been telling you. But this is Obadiah 1 in the 6th verse, right? It said, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Right. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Hey, whistleblowers. See, among you Edomites, there's whistleblowers. There's people among you that are like tired of the fact that you guys are hiding this history of the Middle Ages, where you fucking devils have been lying, because during the Middle Ages we had you subjected, we had you devils under our thumb, and you coming back into power in the Renaissance was basically taking vengeance on us. See, our birthright and our inheritance, you are our inheritance.
Yeah.
So us having you in captivity and subjugating you, that is our right. That is our birthright, being Yasha Allah. Okay, well, what it says in Psalms, what is it? I think is Psalms, is it 2 and 17? Ask and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Yes.
You are a part of our inheritance.
Yeah.
Esau was made a servant to Jacob before they were born. The elder shall serve the younger.
Yep, that ain't changed.
So that ain't changed. That was set up before the foundation of the world.
Yeah.
Hell, before these two babies, before one did anything to be considered the righteous and the other did anything to be considered the wicked, that the purpose of God according to election might stand. It's all about election.
That's right.
And you wasn't chosen. You were elected to be the devil. And you've done a masterful job at that, so-called white man Esau.
Mm-hmm.
But your time is up, and you know, historically, you know that you're going into captivity.
Yeah.
You know it.
And you can't deny it. And you try to suppress. That's why we went, how are the hidden things that Esau sought out? And now ultimately, like the Bishop Ty said, but you got these whistleblowers and everything, but ultimately, what? It's the Spirit of the Lord that's bringing these things out to make these happen, because why? It's time for you devils to be revealed, because you about to go down, man.
That's right. You're going down like a submarine. You sinking like a submarine.
That's right, man. And I got something for you, man, in Psalm 64 real quick, if I may. This is Psalm 64, which, I mean, the whole chapter is fire to what we're talking about, but I'm going to get to the point because we got some stuff to get to. So I'm gonna just jump down to the 6th. I'm going to jump down to the 5th verse. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Right.
Now, oh, yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
In an evil matter.
And they encourage themselves because what? How much money they spent trying to hide? Like, it's tons of archaeology, tons of record, historical proof of who the real Israelites are. And it's to the point. That's why you wonder why they don't want us to be on TV, the internet. They want to ban us and keep sitting there striking our videos. We're not doing nothing wrong, man. You thinking we doing nothing wrong here?
This gonna happen every day in the kingdom.
That's an inside. But look, we doing what the Most High told us to do, man. And we're supposed to be telling you to your face that you're going down, you're going into slavery, all this shit that you did, and you try to hide the records of who we are. Look, didn't work. Okay? Didn't work. Shows you that there is a Most High.
Hey, like Jeremiah 8 says, that they shall bring out the bones of the kings of Judah.
Yeah.
The scripture saying in Revelation 12, the earth helped the woman.
The
serpent casted out a flood to devour the woman.
Which goes into a little different, dealing with the times now, but like the old breakdown, but that's going into, how the armies really going to, Apostle Paul used to go into it, you know what I mean? Like dealing with, when the enemy should come in like a flood, then should the Lord...
The Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against
and now why is he so going to look? Because don't think that they're not looking to come against us or come at us. Why do you think they want to come at us? Because of what? This truth, man, this word, man. This word is eating them up. They're being revealed and destroyed, man. See, Esau's used to having the last word. He's used to controlling the narrative.
Right.
He's used to, like, his word being a boss, right? But now the Most High raised up the prophets and gave us the word and the truth. So it said they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately.
Right, laying snares privately. See, doing sneaky shit like this critical race theory thing that you devils are talking about. Basically, you want to get rid of all the foul and fucked up shit that you've done to us,
Mm-hmm.
right? Anything that paints you in a negative light. It's the truth about who you are and what you did. That's all it is. And any time somebody brings up the truth about you, you have a fucking problem with it. That's why you got a term called critical race theory. That's why you're trying to expunge out of the books in school slavery.
Right.
That's why you're trying to say African Americans came to the United States as migrant workers.
Yeah, they migrated.
They didn't come as no fucking migrant workers. Came here as slaves against their will. And you're trying to sweep that under the rug. You're actually trying to scrub that out. And now with everything going digital, and you got the kids, like I was talking to one of the high school kids, and they said that the teachers don't give them paper. Everything is done on the computer. So all their assignments are given to them on the computer. If they read a book, it's given to them on the computer to read. So with that, whether it's on the Kindle or a tablet or the computer, you can edit things out of history that you want, just like that. With the touch of a button. Wikipedia.
You can do the same thing on Wikipedia.
Digital, because everything is digital. So they were getting rid of the physical books and putting everything online and omitting things.
And again, that movie, you seen it, right? Fahrenheit 457, I think.
Yeah, with Michael B. Jordan,
Michael
when
B.
they were
Jordan
burning the books.
And General Zod, the dude that played General Zod.
Yeah.
They was burning the books. And basically, if you call, they went to the library and they destroyed it. They went and burned it down. That's what they were burning them down with fire.
That's what they were doing.
Because why? The records Esau is condemned everywhere you go. But the thing is, even if they burnt the Bible, guess what? It still would have came out because Isaiah was in 34:16.
Right.
Right? They should possess it for the generations.
Yep.
Right? Line upon line. So the Lord, this is a thing that's in us, man. You see? So now the Lord got us, he's bringing all these things to pass because these devils actually paid money. Because we didn't, growing up as children, we didn't know that. Right? They gave you this bullshit whack history, which we're not black.
Right.
So all you idiots out there calling yourself black Hebrew Israelites, you off. The Lord ain't dealing with you niggas, man. And you're going to find at the end of the day, it's going to be made known who the Lord's dealing with, man. You can say whatever you want to say about us, man. But one thing you can't say is that we're not diligent and we're not resilient through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. We keep coming through the spirit because we know that the Lord is going to make good on his word. This is the Lord's word, man. And he just put it in us to bring it out for the rest of the flock because this is something that really happened. These devils paid. And I always remember the story that the apostles told us with High Priest Ariel when the men in the limousine
pulled up.
They
sat there and just was listening.
Right? You remember that, right?
Out and said to him, your brother was telling us a story like, how did you guys find this out? We spent millions of dollars to keep this information hid. So it is what it is. You can try to bury it all you want, but you know what? It's out there. See, the internet is the worst thing that you devils ever that ever came into existence. Really, the Most High set the internet up, man. That's the Urim and the Thummim. That's the Urim and the Thummim, man.
Like it or not.
Like it or not, you can't get rid of it. There's a site on the internet called Pinterest. You know how many icons is up there on Pinterest that people have put up there throughout the years? There's icons all over the place.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of it.
That's true because at one time it was scarce. Like,
right,
remember Pastor Charles would bring us to like maybe the Cloisters Museum or one of, and then just to buy one small little book, and it cost like $100 or some shit.
$200
from back then.
Yeah.
And we ain't have no money. We pitched in one time and bought like one or two of them.
Yep.
That we used to have in a book crate we should bring out to the camp because back then we didn't have the smartphones.
Right.
Like the brother said, we couldn't pull up Pinterest back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Right.
So pull them up like that. You had to have the book and open the book.
So brothers that from that era, they'll remember we had the book crate. We had a crate that had those books in it. We had the dictionaries. We had Bible dictionaries. We had the icon books that we're talking about that showed you the Russian icons, showing you that we were the Israelites and we were ruling throughout Europe. All right. And then it showed the iconoclast. It showed all of that.
Yep.
And then what happened? What Esau do? They roll up on us and they arrest us and they never wanted to give us our books back.
Right.
And the signs, and we have to make new signs and get new books.
Get more books. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
See? But now, okay, I'll go back to okay, there you go. It popped back up. So it says, they say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. So that's Esau, man.
Yeah.
And how is he able to search out the iniquities?
Meaning they got all the records.
They got the records, man. They got our records, man. Right? Because they'll sit there, which is crazy because Esau knows our lineage and stuff more than we do because they got the actual records, man.
That's right.
They know what plantation by whatever your last name, this, that, and the third. And then that's why they got the nerve to come up with some shit called some Ancestry.com bullshit, man.
Yep.
You know, and then what's that other shit with that dude with he test your DNA?
My man
Come
from
on,
Harvard.
Man. Gates or
Henry Louis Gates, I think is his
Gates,
name.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
You see?
So the DNA.
This is our DNA right here, the truth, the scriptures, man. Romans 8:16, man. That's our DNA proof. All right, that's our proof, okay? We ain't got to speak the tweet. we ain't got to speak none of that shit. We first of all, the pure language of the earth is the Hebrew anyway.
We speak the he.
Yeah, the Lashon Kodash.
The Lashon Kodash.
Yeah, that's what Donkey Child Man was trying to say. You got to speak the tweet. He told Bishop Karat. He said, yeah, you speak the tweet? You speak the tweet? No, we don't speak no fucking tweet, man. You fucking Tweety Bird, overgrown Tweety Bird nigga. But anyway, it says, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them in the heart is deep, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. And really that arrow is this truth, man.
Yep.
This is really what's wounding them the most, man, is this truth. The fact that you got brothers standing out there saying, nah, the so-called blacks, and you got other, especially the one West groups of Israelites, telling you that, look, the Israelites are the so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, the same people that you enslaved.
That's right.
So that's that error, and that shit is hurting them, man.
Yep.
You know, that's hurting them.
It erases your lie about those dirty, big-nosed rat bastards.
Oh, man.
Being the Jews and being the Israelites.
Yeah.
Going back what I was saying earlier, they converted to Judaism in the 8th century. The 8th century AD is when they converted to Judaism. So the Khazar Empire, Khazaria, the king, Chagan Bulin, was looking for a religion to clean up the Khazars because they were filthy, nasty, dirty. They were filthy, nasty, dirty people. They were into having all kind of weird sex orgies. It's all in the history of the Khazars. So he was looking for a way to clean them up.
And that's why a lot of those Khazar and Amalekites, what's one of the book that they love to read out of?
The Talmud.
The Talmud.
They dismiss the Torah and the Tanakh. That's just a show. They really go into the Talmud, and the Talmud is some foul shit.
Yeah.
That's in that Talmud. The Talmud calls Mary a whore. The mother of Yahushua calls her a whore, and she's not a whore.
They the biggest jokers on this planet, man. The wickedest jokers. And then they got this thing like we watching Putin's war, right? They got the president of Ukraine, right?
Yeah.
And you know his name basically means Vladimir. It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. But now, as we're telling you, the original Vladimir, because they're not really the descendants. See, that's how Esau. What's that? Isaiah, surely you're turning of things upside down.
Shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
As the potter's clay. The real Vladimir Tepish, if I'm saying it right, he was a so-called black man. He was an Israelite. He wasn't these devils. And then Apostle Tahar brought out the point about this dude from the president of Ukraine. His lineage go back to the big nose people, the same Khazars that we talking about. It all ties in.
Yep.
Right? And then now, and he's an actor. And I remember, I read it about him. He was doing a comedy skit before he was president,
right,
where he was playing the president. And then now the videos, everything. And again, like you said with the internet, man, like you always say, the internet is written in pen, not pencil, that's motherfucker. Right.
Written in pen.
So the internet is undefeated, as they say. They got videos of him doing some, what do you call it, sadistic, faggot music videos or whatever, gothic, whatever you call that shit that these devils do. They got a video that upright with him, you know, like a faggot singing some crazy gay shit. The president of Ukraine.
Right.
All right. So that shows you that this is all a Hollywood production of them trying to distort the truth and push their lie. That's why they don't want us to say nothing. All right. They don't, especially about them. You could sit there, you niggas could kill each other all day, but you better not speak about those big nose people with the little hats. You better not speak about them, man. Because if you do, they're gonna make you disappear. They're gonna sit there and attack your food source, your money. They're gonna starve you out. They're gonna do whatever they can to destroy you, to stop you. But the thing is, it's too late.
That's right.
And when you see these video images this brother got, man, woo.
You rat bastards, it's too late. And like the brother mentioned, Vlad Tepes was killing you fucking devils.
Yeah.
See, he was known as Vlad Dracula, because his father was a part of the Order of the Dragon, right? And his name, the Hungarians, I believe, called him Tepes. That's a Hungarian word which means impaler. Vlad the Impaler, because he was famous for impaling you Ottoman Turks. You Ottoman Turks are nothing more than the same people that call themselves Jewish to this day. You converted to Judaism in the 8th century, going back to Chagan Bullen, because he was looking at Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. And he chose Judaism, and his people basically had, Israelites basically went up there and taught them the Torah and all that. And what the Khazars didn't have a language. So what they did was they took the Hebrew, our language, in other words, our characters, the Hebrew characters, right? If you want to call it the Assyrian form of the Hebrew, they took those characters and used those characters and used their Yiddish pronunciation with those characters and said that that's the Hebrew, when it's not.
Which in doing so they mix all them other different.
Right, they mix their Yiddish shit up in there.
Yeah, the German, Russian.
What they speak is not Hebrew, it's Yiddish.
And see, the thing is, what you saw when you go into the history of that time, they were just like they doing now. They were infiltrating Jake.
Right.
Because remember, they wasn't coming up under us just so that they could be underneath us and learn and we praise the Most High. No, they had an ulterior motive back then.
Yep.
And then going into speeding into the 1400s, like the bishop's talking about, around the time of Vlad Tepes and everything, they grew bigger, they grew larger, they were taking down certain jakes, they were in certain armies, because we ruled during that Dark Age period. Then eventually they got to the point where they were able to start taking down, starting with Constantinople mainly.
Right, which Constantinople, they changed the name to Istanbul, Turkey.
Which today I believe is still called Istanbul.
Right, it's called Istanbul to this day. But that was Constantinople, and that was part of the Byzantine Empire.
That's right.
And right at the doors, Constantinople was right at the doors of the Ottoman Empire. It was right there. They were right on top of them. So they took Constantinople down and then renamed it Istanbul, Turkey. And the people right next door to him, the Valaks, which is Vlad Tepes' people, had to contend and deal with them. The Valaks had to give up 1,000 or so sons every so often. When the Sultan would call for them, they had to give a tributary of their men to become a part of the Khazarian war, or put it like this, Ottoman war machine. They were trained up in the art of Ottoman war. Vlad Tepes and his brother were given as a keepsake by his father to the Sultan, as a keepsake that the Valaks wouldn't wage war against the Turks. And Vlad Tepes hated the fucking Turks. And he learned warfare from them, their style of war. And when his father died, he was sent back by the Sultan to basically be a transplant for the Sultan among the Valaks. And Vlad Tepes was like, fuck you. Mm-hmm. And he was killing them bastards and impaling them. So these people who are so-called Jews to this day, their ancestors were being killed by Vlad Tepes.
Yeah, big nose or whatever.
The big nose people.
They're gonna do what they
The big nose people, your ancestors were getting run through by Vlad Tepes. He was tearing your asses up. And eventually you did catch up to him. The Sultan's one of his assassins caught up to Tepes and they beheaded him, and they put his head in a jar of honey and all that after they beheaded him. But he put the fear of God in your ass.
But now I'm gonna bring this out real quick, since you brought that point out. All right, in 2 Thessalonians, the 3rd chapter, because see, it wasn't our time back then. We had to go through that, right? So now this is our second Thessalonians chapter 3. Wait, hold on.
Right, it wasn't our time chapter back then. It was time for us to go down during that period, during the Middle Ages.
See, prophecy had to be fulfilled. We had to go down. We had to go into slavery, and actually we had to come here, because this place, which is called America now, which is in the Bible, through the spirit, all right, through the precepts, you understand when it's talking about America, this was prophesied to come into power. This was one of the eighth head that came out of from the seventh.
Yep.
So this was prophesied. So these things didn't happen yet at that time. So we would. That's why they were able to defeat us. So this is 2 Thessalonians 2:2. It said that you be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by spirit nor by word nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Yahushua is at hand.
Right.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first.
Right. It had to be a falling away first, which goes to Revelation the 20th chapter, which says he must be loosed a little season,
right,
to deceive the nations once
more.
more.
Let me get it for you.
So that whole thing with Jake going down, with the Valaks being brought down by the Sultan, by the Ottoman Empire,
It had to happen.
That had to happen. Spain and Portugal fell.
Yep.
The Moors fell. Spain in 1492, August of 1492, the Moors lost the city of Granada to the damn Edomites that was there. They lost the city of Granada, so it was brought down.
And even not for nothing, even towards the end of the Roman Empire, going into the Holy Roman Empire, all right, you had Jake was in positions of ruling.
That's right.
Septimius, right? Severius.
And before him, Marcus Aurelius.
Licinius Niger.
Yep.
And going back even before then. Even before, so Jake already was in there. So, but that wasn't the time for us. That's why that didn't work. That's why there was all kind of turmoil, all type of wickedness was happening. Because basically Jake just slid into Esau's place.
Yep.
Right? But as a fall, and it had to come away. So that's why going into what we know now is the Renaissance era, we could say officially is when we really started falling. Like they really started taking all the strongholds throughout Europe, even though you had groups of Jake that was still left in a lot of these areas. But as far as the rulership, if I'm saying it right, we lost all of it. But to prove that we were ruling is we got his images, icon images. If you want to draw them up, while I read Revelations 20 for you, I think this is what you wanted earlier. Revelations 20:1, it says, "And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand." All right,
having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. Yep.
Yeah. So that's history. You got to understand this history we're going into in order to actually break that down accurately, man. Because that's dealing with that time period. Because why? Esau was under subjection underneath us. That's why they had to come, and that's why they converted to what they call Judaism now. All right, like the bishop went into that history earlier.
Now look at this icon. What do you see? The books are open. You see what? The key with the chain in his hand right there. Right there. Look, right there.
Oh. Can I show?
Can I show? The bishop gonna put it up there. See, and what I'm gonna do later when we finish this show, once it's uploaded, I'm gonna take it, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the icons. I'm gonna put everything he's showing you. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it up on the screen, nice so y'all can see it. So I'm gonna edit the video and I'm gonna put it up on my site, edit it. Once this video goes up. But this is an image that goes back to the Voronet Monastery in Romania, and you see right there, the brother read that there was a great chain in his hand, and he had the key to the bottomless pit. You see that? The books were open, and you see the hand with the key. And what do you see? All black people all around. Those are the angels. Yeah, those are the angels. The image that the brother was showing you.
That's heavy, man.
Yeah, and it showed it right there.
That's heavy, man.
And you seen all the holy angels and the saints all around in judgment. And hold up, when you look at this image here, you see Yahushua, and then you see the books open, and you see the hand with the key. And who's that? Edomites being put into slavery. So the image,
it was written.
It's written, but that's the picture of it right there.
Yep.
And this is a monastery in Romania where this image is at, on the outside of the church. And people go there to visit the church and take pictures of it. So you devils, you know you're going into slavery. During the Middle Ages, Jake knew that they were supposed to be ruling. They knew that they were the people of the Most High.
Who's the people of the Most High?
Israelites. You understand? And in this particular picture, it's a gigantic mural around an entire church, and it shows Esau being put into slavery. It shows the angels shooting fire at these devils. The angels shooting fire at the devil, the so-called white man, putting them in slavery. Move it over to the right some. Yeah, black people. And it shows you that nothing but black people putting crackers in slavery, got their hands tied behind their back and shooting lasers on them. You might have to move the picture on the screen.
Oh yeah, maybe zoom it.
Okay, so
I mean, they might have seen it, but yeah,
here it goes right there.
You got it?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah,
it goes. I reset the picture right there. Yep. So the brother's gonna put the
yep,
picture back up there to show you. And what do you see? You see the angels putting the chains around the Edomites and putting them in slavery. And this is at a monastery in a church in Romania called a Voronet Monastery. So you devils know that you're going into slavery. You know that you're going. These are black people during the Middle Ages that painted these things.
And
so they knew who the devil was.
That's right. And notice they didn't sit there and say that they're gonna be. Oh, they blacked out. They didn't sit there and say that, show them repenting or nothing like that, and them having mercy and being in the kingdom. So that's why the Lord is gonna kill you wicked niggas, man. That's wickedness that you niggas is out there doing. You're doing straight up wickedness, man. You blasphemy, you lying about the truth, man. You sit up there promising saying that these devils could make it. The Most High said they're not gonna make it. He said that what? He said he said that he's angry. He has righteous indignation with them forever, man.
That's right.
All right, the Most High gonna never love these damn devils. They was created to be the devil.
That's right.
All right, and so a lot of you niggas got a lot to pay for, man. Yeah, Gok and others of that same ilk, man. Yep. That's why it's about 100% truth, man. Because just because you saying that you're an Israelite, but then if you come out and say we're Israelites, but Esau, the so-called white man, he could convert and be saved, you a goddamn devil, man.
That's right.
You a black devil. You a damn demon, and you a false prophet, man. You worse than Martin Luther King.
Yep.
Because you niggas supposed to know better, man. We bringing out concrete, and the devil knows this, man. Because if we're able to get this information, they've been seeing this. That's why they put the smear campaign out against the Israelites to whitewash everything in history that they could possibly whitewash, and to not teach certain things in the public food system, to keep you stupid. And it worked, because a lot of you Negroes, let's just face it, a lot of you Negroes, West Indians, Puerto Ricans, Haitians, Dominicans, Cubans, Mexicans, you're about as dumb as a fucking box of rocks. And so it did work. It did work. Yeah. Because a lot of you stupid sellout niggas are still talking about some goddamn black history. All right? Black History Month or whatever.
We just showed you real black history. This is real black history right here. We just showed it to you.
That's right. So it says, and he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil, and Satan. See, the Lord said that the white man is the devil.
That's right.
He said, and he's Satan.
Yep.
And he's Satan.
Satan meaning adversary.
Adversary, man.
Because he's against the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He's against the people of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They have a perpetual hatred for us, a continual hatred. They have a visceral hatred for the children of Israel. That's why no matter where we are in the world, they make it their business to keep us oppressed. And it don't matter where you go. If you go to France, if you go to Germany, if you go out to Russia, hell, if you go to the Ukraine. Notice over there in the Ukraine, they're letting the women and the children out first. Women, children, and then white men, and then you got Nigerians that live out there, niggas, which are Jakes. They gotta wait. And American Negroes, you gotta sit there and wait for them to get out first.
And they were showing all the different, because Jake faced racism even in a lot of them other countries, man.
That's right.
Some of them niggas, like them basketball niggas, be on a contract playing in the CBA.
Yep.
They go out there, they go into the a Russian bar or whatever, whereas most of them Russians, and of course, them Edomite, when they see Jake, boy, they see heaven.
Yep.
All right, they see heaven, man. They like, man. And so what happened is them motherfuckers get mad over that shit.
Yep. And
they be trying to jump, they kill some of them niggas, man.
Yeah.
All right. And the thing the irony of it is that Jake is really the more so right to those lands as well. not just America, not just so-called the land of Ham, which is Africa. First of all, throughout Europe, that's our land, man.
That's
All right,
right.
and that's why if you look at the names of, you go into the names of these lands, such as Scotland, what does that mean? Land of the blacks.
Right.
Okay, Ireland. Okay, land of the angry, the Irish. Right. England, land of the angels.
That's right.
All right, the Anglo-Saxons, the angelic sons of Isaac.
Or Great Britain or Britannia.
Yeah.
British, which means man of the covenant or covenant man. British.
Yep.
Brit meaning covenant, and ish meaning man. Covenant man or man of the covenant. The men of the covenant were Israelites. And Great Britain, since you mentioned Great Britain was once controlled by Septimius Severus, which became emperor of Rome in 193 AD. Septimius commanded legions that controlled Britannia at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Septimius and his legions were in Great Britain. That's where they were, in Great Britain. So that was controlled by a black man in early AD.
So they got a series. I don't know how many brothers watch it. It's called Britannia, right? It's kind of bad. It's a bad. They have like the Roman soldiers, and they'll have certain Jake showing you that they knew that Jake. Just like today, you got a lot of so-called Negroes, and it's the same thing all over. Everything is reincarnated, and the Bible backs up reincarnation. All right, but now back then, the same thing. They had the Jake in the Roman army, right, and they were going down there invading Britannia. Then they was dealing with the witches and everything. But the thing is look, you might as well put all of them. Don't just have one Roman soldier as a black man.
Yeah.
Go to Britannia. You had Jake ruling a lot of those areas, man.
That's right.
You see, so now it's high time to wake up with that mentality that these devils were all, the noble. It wasn't nothing noble ever about these devils, man. They were in slavery. They were under subjection. They were servants. Okay, as you see in another one of those icon images, they were being led into slavery, man.
That's right.
And then, what's the name of that image?
The Voronet ministry in Romania, the Voronet monastery in Romania.
And what do they call it? What else after that?
This image is called Judgment Day.
It's called Judgment Day. That's what they call it. So if you were able to go to Romania, right? Or you get into the multiverse, what they call it? The multiverse or some shit.
Metaverse, whatever that.
Oh, the multiverse. I'm wild. I'm talking about some Doctor the Spider-Man, one of them shits. But the metaverse, right?
Yeah.
You go into the metaverse, or you go on some virtual reality tour and go to Romania. Look for this church. You should see this church straight up. Matter of fact, I wish I had that shit so I could go look at this shit right now. But it's right there. If you could go to Romania, it's right there. And there's brothers that's from there. See? And that's the Israelite foreigners. You got brothers that's from there or close by that joined the camps, I think in the England camp and a few other camps. Now, they're probably straight up descendants straight up from Vlad Tepes and them people. All right? So you can't get caught up by just the skin color as well.
Right.
Because our people come in all shapes and sizes. It goes into the spirit, Romans 8 and 16. All right? And knowing that history and that nationality, man. All right?
See, it is well known, the scholars and these top archaeologists, it is well known among them. It's well known among these people that the Israelites were scattered abroad in these different countries. And that the Israelites also look like the people in these different countries and speak those languages. It's well known.
It's well known.
This is old information. This is not something new. It's new to you stupid ass people out there, because you've been saturated and satiated with the slave Bible, with the teachings of the slave Bible, a la the fucking devil, the so-called white man, which he taught you from slavery to love him and accept taking an ass whooping, and accept him taking your woman and having all kind of taking your woman and passing them around. When visitors will come to his plantation to visit, he'll come down there and take Lulabelle and take Lulabelle and take Mary and take Virginia and take Margie Jean and take them and bring them over there to the house, and there's not a goddamn thing you could do about it. And they were doing every goddamn thing from Sunday with your woman up there inside the house, drinking their moonshine, getting toe up from the flow up, and they was flipping her all kind of ways, man.
Yeah, they
and then she came back to you with that look on her face like, things was done to her that she can't even speak of. And there's nothing you could do about it.
Well, in the movie The Butler, they kind of gave you a little glimpse of that. What was that? Mariah Carey, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey's not dead, right? Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey.
They took, I think it was Mariah Carey was the mother, and the dude took, the slave owner came while they was picking cotton, grabbed it, savaged it, and sent her back. And then the father was getting ready to try, because he, like, yo, how you just take my, and his son watching this.
Yeah.
See, they want to sit at there, you got niggas talking about prayers for Ukraine. Motherfucker, you don't even know what a Ukraine is, motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck them.
You got people talk, but what about what happened to you? And seeing that's something that's like amazing. Okay?
Yeah, amazing.
It's amazing. You got our people, so-called niggas, Latinos, Native American Indians, they more concerned about other people that don't give a fuck about them than they are about their own self. They don't even want to deal with their own history. Where was all the prayers for the Israelites, for the slaves, the ones that in the movie they showed you, they took the wife and raped her and then gave it back to the husband, and he looked like he wanted to do something. The dude pulled out his gun and shot him and killed him in front of the son. And this was a day-to-day thing. Not to mention the lynchings, right? Going, raping, the butt breaking to these niggas. Why you think these niggas now is fucking got a pound of sugar in their ass, man? Because why? Esau done broke them down. Esau ain't stopped, man. See, the only thing about us, which we got to thank the Lord, what's that? Romans 11:7. The Lord said he had a remnant, reserved 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to Baal. Baal represents the devil.
Yep.
Anything outside of this truth is of the devil, man. And that's why you see all these people, you see these supposed to be grown-ass men, which they not men, all right? Just because they got $1 million contracts, this and that. Look at them. They dress like some big faggot-ass fucking overgrown kids, man.
They've been emasculated. Esau will emasculate the big, strong buck nigga to send a message to the other bucks. You understand what I'm saying? Yep. This is the way that it goes. The emasculation goes back to the plantation where they take the biggest, strongest buck, a nigga like a Terry Crews type nigga, a Mike Tyson type dude, The Rock. He's a big. The Rock is 6'6". That's a big nigga, and he is a nigga. Even though he looked like a Samoan, he's a nigga.
A Hawaiian looking nigga.
He looks like a Hawaiian. He's an Israel. In other words, he's an Israelite that grew up amongst the Samoans.
That's right.
And he looked like a Samoan. He speak the language, but that's Judah all the way.
That's Judah, because you are what your father are, man.
Yep.
And we all grew up watching his father, Rocky Johnson. Right? You wouldn't mistake him for nothing else. He was a straight up Jake.
Right. And on the side note, right, because we spoke about the Israelites being scattered throughout Europe. Like I said, this is old information and it's well known. The scholars and the historians and the archaeologists, they know this.
Yeah.
Even though they push that bullshit, right? But they know this. Now in the Josephus, you got what's called Antiquity of the Jews, and then you got another set of books called War of the Jews. Now, War of the Jews, Book 7, Chapter 3, Paragraph 3, it says this: for as the Jewish nation is widely dispersed over all the habitable earth, among its inhabitants, among the inhabitants all over the earth. You see what it says? It says, now, for as the Jewish nation is widely dispersed over all the habitable earth, among its inhabitants. So among the other nations, we're dispersed among the other nations. So is it very much intermingled with Syria, which that's the northern part of Israel. Intermingled, right? It says, by reason of its neighborhood, and had the greatest multitudes in Antioch. Now there was at the church that was at Antioch certain Jews and prophets at Barnabas and Simeon that was called Niger.
Yep.
See?
I got something for you real quick. Now this is the book of John, chapter 7, verse 33. Then said Yahushua unto them, yet a little while am I with you, and then I go unto him that sent me. You shall seek me and shall not find me, and where I am, thither you cannot come. Then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go that we shall not find him? Will he go into the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles?
I just read about some of the dispersed among the Gentiles. I'm gonna read this again. The War of the Jews, Book 7, Chapter 3, Paragraph 3. For as the Jewish nation is widely dispersed over all the habitable earth among its inhabitants, so is it very much intermingled.
Now check this out. I got the word there for dispersed, right? Check it out.
Oh, in the blue letter, yeah.
1290.
Yep.
Diaspora.
Diaspora, yep.
Diaspora.
Y'all heard that? Diaspora. Okay, as he says it, right?
And
now,
then it's going to tell you who the dispersed are.
this is heavy. It says a scattering dispersion of Israelites dispersed among foreign nations. Come on,
scattering or dispersion.
Come
I knew
on,
it because I looked that up before.
Yeah, yeah,
so I
yeah.
knew exactly where.
But it
where
always sounds good, though.
It always sounds good.
It always
to bring it
sounds
out.
good, man.
It always
The
sounds
truth
good.
is refreshing, man.
So, boom.
Motherfucker. And then for you slow lead belly ass niggas, it says of the Christians scattered abroad among the Gentiles. Who were the Christians? Remember the disciples were called what?
First called Christians at
The Church of Antioch. So it also said them that were scattered abroad because why? Israel, and that's why the Lord said what? It's in Acts and then in Habakkuk 1 and 5. Behold ye among the heathen and wonder, for I work in your day that you will not believe, though it be told unto you.
That's right.
So that's why you got these simple ass motherfucking all black Negro.
Right, these BOIs.
BOI
which is
niggas.
black only Israelite niggas. You stupid motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, you clowns, man.
You retarded
Straight up
clowns.
clowns, man. You slow lead belly niggas, man.
Yeah, you
yellow belly.
You short yellow bus children.
You know?
You fucking retard cart ass niggas. The short yellow bus, or another name for it is the retard cart. That's you niggas.
Yeah, that's you, man. Slow. You still got the blinders on you, man. And you ain't gonna get it, man. Cause y'all a bunch of wicked niggas, man. And you love this world, this present evil world, man. You see? We about getting the fuck up out of here, man. We're what's the scripture say? Hastening the day.
Hastening the day.
All right, we hastening the day. We ain't about this. This is destruction and death, man.
That's right.
This word is life. This is life. We about to get ours, man. We about to reign for eternity, man.
Yeah,
Lord willing that we endure.
Yeah, we about to reign for eternity. And them pictures on the Voronet church, right? Oh, it show. The pictures on this church shows that. It shows that we gonna be
stuff.
That we gonna be reigning for eternity. And this one image right here, you see a white man sitting there looking at all these dark images, and he's dressed up. He's dressed up in all black. But what is he doing? He's looking at all the black images on that church, on the outside of that church. You devils know you going into slavery. Lock, stock, and barrel. You going into slavery. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And see, they might, I don't know, they might take this video down.
Yeah,
man.
They
But that's all right.
They might not even get a chance to sit up more than 24 hours.
It ain't gonna stop nothing. It ain't gonna change nothing. Hey, the Lord is still coming. They still going into slavery.
Yep. You still going into slavery. And you're going to get your ass whooped constantly 24/6. And the only reason it's going to be 24/6 is because we can't fuck you up on the Sabbath.
Yeah. The Sabbath is going to become your new holiday.
Yeah.
You're going to be begging for the Sabbath, man.
Yep. And you're going to be crying when the sun getting ready to go down when the Sabbath is over. You're going to be happy when the new moon come in. But once the sun go down...
See, and our ancestors knew that. People like to talk about the ancestors, man. Yeah, what ancestors are y'all talking about, man? Who y'all talking about, man?
Yeah.
All right. First, ain't no King Tut or none of them. First of all, we're not Egyptian. We're not Hamitic or Kemetic. We are the true Israelites, man. And our ancestors, this is the records that they left about the Judgment Day, the Last Judgment. They showed, and this was what, over 500 years ago. Going back to the Dark Ages. All right. And this was like one of the final. They say one of the final paintings that they found. Well, not what do you call that?
It's called Judgment Day.
A fresco, or not a fresco, icon.
Icon. Is the entire outside of the church is painted with all these icons. Black people painted it. Black people built the church, and black people painted the images on the church because they knew who the devil was. You fucking white people.
And you can't get away from this truth, man. And the scriptures back us up what we're saying. I got another quick one for you. Babak Bashar. It says Revelations 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience in the faith of the saints. So those are what? Images of the saints. And back then they showed you that they were faithfully and patiently waiting for what? To get you motherfucking devils back in slavery. That's why it's called the Last Judgment. Oh, right. And now we at the end of the last judgment. Yeah. All right, and the Lord, man, we living in some great times, man.
Hey, that monastery, by the way, was built in 1488. So like the brother said, over 500 years ago. So this was built 500 years ago, and them images were painted on it. In 1488.
And I could be wrong. I don't got the information, but I'm going to just throw this in there anyway because we know that there's other images, and that might have been when it got built up. And they got those images from other places. You understand? Because when you go back even deeper during the Roman Empire, even when, you know what time it is. Even when you go into, what was it, the mountain that erupted, Mount
Vesuvius.
Mount Vesuvius and Pompeii.
Yep.
When you go back, they got images from like little. Ain't not the scripture said there's nothing new under the sun. All right, there's nothing new under the sun. And if you look it up, they recovered. I'm not sure if I did a video on it or if I just had the pictures, but they had like you got delis. Like if you go to the city or whatever, you might sit there and pull up to a deli or whatever, get something to eat or whatever the case is, or even get a drink. It might be a lounge or a bar. They had that all. It's nothing new. But the thing is, they had images, right? They had pictures of the dogs in that time. They had the pictures of people eating, and all the images that they showed you mostly were dark images, man. Dark-skinned Jake. Like, so, look, the gig is up. You can push that shit to other people, but right now, it's well known who the real people are. And seeing back then, which is heavy about that image that the brother had, which the spirit was working with the elder brother Malcolm to trigger it, so to speak, because which that's a studious brother. He gets into these things, but it's a spirit because why? It's high time to wake up out of sleep. It's our time of our deliverance. So that's why the Lord is bringing these things out. We're that close to the end. So now, while the bishop doing what he's doing, going back to John, and this is heavy, man, the word diaspora, and this is why this is important. And a lot of these other Israelites, they don't even know this, man. You got this fucking weird, this nigga that's wired backwards, right? Bending over backwards to save fucking Edomites. This fucking eyes pop out like a pop-up book. You know how you open a book and the shit, boing, right? Because this nigga got demons on him, that's why. And he's trying to put you niggas in a trance. And I didn't get a chance to see it yet, but again, the elder brother Malcolm, he was speaking about, I ain't see it yet, but he said that there's a camp of some fucking dumb, some females, some foolish, silly women talking about a higher. First of all, that's off, man. All right, no woman ain't supposed to be out there in the camp. A woman ain't supposed to be fucking, googly, goofy-eyed bastard, man. A woman ain't supposed to be out there teaching and talking about she's a prophet. All right, we ain't dealing with that Joan of Arc spirit, man. The Lord ain't set that up, man. That ain't sanctioned from the Lord. But just to show you how far off a lot of these other Israelite groups are, man. And the Lord is making it clear, man. Yeah. You see the spirit that's on the apostles is breaking down doctrine, information, prophecy, the word of the Most High, man. And everything that we do is indecently in order. You ain't gonna see no sisters of GMS out, Yeah. And they all women that actually watch and support, and they hold their position, man.
And that's your lane. Just watch.
They stay in their lane.
Just watch and support. This ain't no fucking Church of Corinth.
Right. And then if one of them pop up and get the fuck up out of here, man. We don't play that shit with these fucking women, man.
That's right.
What's wrong with you niggas, man? You niggas are so far going out of order, man.
You niggas are fucking pussies, man.
The scripture, the Apostle Paul said, remember me. Follow me. As I follow Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
That's an order, man. Through the Spirit. Now you niggas want to say, oh, well, Paul didn't really, he wasn't really a man. We don't know if Paul did that. What Luke said, we don't know. Man, beautiful, man. You niggas stay with that same energy, that same, I don't, you know, you stay like that, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I can't wait till the Lord get rid of you fucking wicked niggas, man. You niggas that ain't sincere, you fake, phony niggas sit there and perpetrating the fraud. Yeah, I'm gonna take it back to that, man.
Yeah.
Now you niggas are a bunch of perpetrators, man. All right?
You
Blessings only gonna come to the sincere men, the true men, the elect of Israel, man.
You niggas got to be rubbed off, man.
That's the bottom line, man.
You know? All this information out there, there's no way in hell you niggas should be acting and doing the things that you're doing, but that shows that you got demons on you and you're infested with Satan, man.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? You're infested with that demonism and that Satanism, and feminism has crept up into Israel. That's where this bullshit is coming from. And this is the worship of the Queen of Heaven, which is nothing new. In the time of Jeremiah, matter of fact, in Jeremiah the 44th chapter, 44 and start at the 15th verse.
I got you.
Right? Feminism had crept in even back then, but it wasn't called feminism back then. It was called the worship of the Queen of Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Now today you call it it's feminism, or another name for it is the divine feminine. That's a name, a new age name that you use for it now. You gotta embrace the divine feminine.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Ain't no fucking divine feminine.
That's
right?
some shit.
Ain't no fucking divine feminine. The Lord said, I am he, and there is no other God with me. I form the light and create darkness. I create peace and I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
That's why
Exodus. The Lord God is a man of war.
Man of
Ain't
war.
no fucking woman there.
When Yahweh Shai come, he coming back with fire. He gonna burn a lot of these silly fucking bitches, man. The hell you mean you got a camp of some fucking females, man? And I ain't see the video yet, but the brother said he's gonna send it to me. He was telling me about it. All right, and that shit is totally off, man. And that means that you niggas are a bunch of effeminate, man. And what the scripture say in Corinthians the 6th chapter, man? No effeminate shall what? Inherit the kingdom of the Most High.
That's right.
So if you sitting up there letting women, having these women classes, giving these women, putting them in positions of order, that shit is off, man. We ain't supposed to be sitting up there uplifting no women, putting them on a goddamn pedestal, man. Much less having them going out setting up a goddamn camp. What happens if they on their fucking period, man? So they can't go to the plow. See, that's what's wrong. And you fucking American Israelite niggas, man. The Lord is going to kill you niggas, man. The Lord's bringing things back to how he said it, man.
That's right.
The Most High said, I am the Lord, I change not.
Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Boom.
2/3 of you gotta go. That number was already set. That number's etched in stone.
Yeah.
2/3 of you niggas, you got to go. You women, 2/3 of you got to go. You ain't worth a damn. You ain't worth shit. If I had it my way, and thank God that I don't have it my way, you should thank the Most High that I don't. I will put you motherfuckers in slavery with the so-called white men and fuck you up with the so-called white men, since you love them so much. But we can't do that to you, because you're Israelites.
But hold up. A lot of them ain't going to make it to the kingdom anyway, though.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, okay, whoever make it to the kingdom, but those are going to be the women at the most. See, look, a woman is the Lord have women secured for. Remember with Benjamin?
Right, and they told him to go down
to the daughters of Shuma, who was it? Shuma? Shiloh.
Shiloh, the daughters of Shiloh,
daughters
and
of
they
Shiloh.
dance and catch you a wife.
Yeah. So
And
the
go
Most
catch
High,
you a wife.
the Lord could see, like the majorities, and these bitches, you don't kill. They gonna have to be killed because they don't know how to humble themselves. You got a lot of these bitches is fake with that fake bullshit, that she-rod bullshit.
Right.
They woman empowerment. You got these women talking about they real estate moguls and they this, that, and the third. They think their eyes are open, so they think they know everything. They not gonna make it. Those women, they not gonna make it. Nope. And brothers ain't gonna want them fucking women. See, at the end of the day, things are coming back to us, the men, the Israelite men. What's that? Isaiah the 13th chapter, 13 and 11. Lord said he should make a man more precious
than fine gold.
Right? So who you think that's talking about, man? That's talking about the Lord's holy men, the apostles, man. The bishops, the elders, the camp leaders, the Israelites, the real men of the Lord.
Proverbs, the 8th chapter. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men.
The Most High is raising us up now.
Ezekiel, what is it, 34 and 31? Where the Lord said about the men.
Flock of my pasture are men.
The flock of my pasture
so what the
men.
fuck you got a bunch of cackling, and I ain't see the video yet, but how you gonna have some cackling hoes out there? Give me the scripture, sister, and the most higher. Man, that shit is man, the Most High is so fucking angry, man. Hosea 4:1, man. And the Most High is gonna get straight to you niggas, man. You wicked niggas, man. And we tell you about the wicked niggas that's in GMS. We tell you about the spy niggas that come up in here. So you can't say we partial, man. We ain't partial, man. Cause we tell you about niggas in GMS that's on some bullshit. We don't candy coat nothing, man. So, but you other niggas too, man. Woo. Man, I'm gonna read what you call for, Elder. Jeremiah 44:15. Yep. It said, then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods.
Right, all the men. So these men, Israelite men, knew that their wives were burning incense unto other gods. See, like I said to Zion and other brothers before, you know, there's a news clip that shows that black women are leaving the black church. You motherfuckers and going to witchcraft. You motherfuckers never left witchcraft.
Yeah.
You've always been down with the with the left hand side of the game. Right here in Jeremiah, this is the book of Jeremiah. This is before New Testament times. That's the Old Testament. Back then, you was dealing with witchcraft back then. You ain't never fucking left it. You've always been in tune with the left hand side of the game. A lot of you that's all of you that's in the motherfucking church right now, all of you practice fucking blood magic, where you take your nasty funky period blood and you'll put it in some pasta, put it in your man's food. You take a candle, take your man's drawers, some of his hair, some of his sperm, and you put it in a thing and bury it in the yard, and you send up incantations to a demon to how would you say, make a love spell is called.
But you know the bullshit about that.
You do that. It's called blood magic.
They do, it's all kind, and they do even worse.
Yep.
But the scripture said that there's no enchantment against Jacob. So all that bullshit don't work on us, man. All right, so you done fucked up, and now you're gonna be put to death because the scripture said, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live," man. Ain't no good magic. Who the fuck told you that? Who told you there's a good magic, good witch?
The serpent told you that in the garden. He told your mama that back in the garden. That's what it is. And like I said, you fucking black women, you ain't never left witchcraft. All right, you've always been down with that. Never. All of you fucking black women in them churches, every one of you know exactly about the love spell, how to make a man fall in love with you. You brothers out there, well, I'll say this in general. Any of you men out there, you dealing with these different women,
don't eat that spaghetti, man.
Hell, it ain't even got to be the spaghetti. They'll put it in the goddamn fried chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Don't eat the fried chicken either, brother. Don't eat the fried chicken. These hoes, they'll see that you fucking just eat out, man.
you getting a good job, right? And she ain't really feeling you like that. Man. But let's say you get a job as a fireman, which that's a check that's coming every week, and the benefits is like the best in the world. That bitch, well, number one, she gonna try to get pregnant by you. And she'll put that love spell on you so that way she can get that check and hope that you die, because if you die, the money will keep coming to her week in and week out. Every 2 weeks, the check will come to her.
So don't eat that fried chicken, bro.
Yeah.
Watch that, or watch out for that fried chicken, man.
They do that.
And that spaghetti. Watch out for it, man, because they're gonna try to put that love. But at the end of the day, it goes. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, brothers. You know how you get away from all of that, because you know you're gonna have
trust in the Most High.
What the scripture say? Quote the scripture, Ecclesiastes what? 7 and what? 20
7 and
27?
7 and
26, if I'm not mistaken. It said, "He that pleases the Most High shall escape her." So
but main the sinner shall be taken by her.
And the sin, so the main thing, if you're a sincere brother, focus on this truth, man. Do what the Lord said. Fuck these hoes, man. If a bitch don't want to stay with you, then she ain't, fuck her, let her leave.
Yeah.
Right? If these bitches are sitting there acting, because it happens, man.
course.
It happens, man, and you gotta. It's not really a hard decision. It really should be. You should be happy. Like if a bitch act crazy, you making it easier for me. 'Cause I probably wanted to leave your ass a long time ago anyway. But was trying to be a good nigga. All right. But be a good nigga if the chick is cool. If she cool enough. All right, cool enough. Let me say it that way.
If she doing right by you, do right by her.
We ain't just saying.
You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, brothers, it's different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
But y'all understand. Y'all know what the hell we saying, man.
And check this too.
Yeah.
Just as a little side note, we're at a disadvantage when it comes to dealing with these women. Why? Because the woman is the glory of the man. So who loves who more?
Yeah.
The man loves the woman.
Oh, a
more.
man's gonna always love a woman more.
You love her more. She don't love you. She loves her hair. Her glory is her hair.
Yeah.
It tells you that in Corinthians, the 11th chapter.
Yep.
So, as a man...
Hold on. On that note, you said it's her glory is what?
Her hair.
So what do these dumb, stupid bitches do? That can't even grow no hair.
Nope.
But the little bit of hair that they do what? They chop it off, man.
Yep.
So showing you how that these bitches are shameless dogs, man.
Yeah.
They filthy, wicked bitches because that's a glory of a woman. You should want to have... they'll chop their whole head off bald like John A or some shit.
Right, yeah.
And then go pay $10,000 for a new lace front wig or some shit.
Yo, like, it's the stupidest thing. Oh, there's something these bitches do. They will shave their eyebrows off and then get a fucking pen and paint an eyebrow on.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And it should be all over the place because, they can't even color in the lines. So...
No, but then what happens is she might be walking.
She be looking
you
like
say,
Aladdin
you
or
say,
some
hey
shit.
baby, how you doing? And she turned around looking at you like she the Rock with the people's eyebrow, but she got two of them and shit. And it's like the shit is just still sitting like this the whole time. Her face is regular, but it looked like she's looking at you like this.
These bitches got some
serious problems, man.
Hey, that's because they trust the serpent. They went after the serpent.
Yeah.
All right.
And how the hell you gonna wipe your ass correctly with them fucking raptor claw nails?
Oh no, you can't.
How the hell how you wipe your ass?
Chick with them long fingernails, they got dirty stinking poom poom. All right, that's known. And we had a sister tell us this. All right,
you can't wipe that.
She wrote up on the bishop. I'm not. Called him a hot daddy, right? But she told him straight up. Or she told us, being a Taza woman in Atlanta. She said, watch out for them women with them long nails. She said, how they gonna clean themselves? They clean they put. You gotta clean your pussy. She said, how they can clean that with all them long? And she was right. They got all them spikes for nails because they figure that they'll just fucking put spray some shit on it like some Lysol or something. And it don't work like that, man.
Doo-doo crumbs all up under your nails.
Listen, you ain't. Hey, these women don't want to fuck with you. You ain't missing out on nothing, brother.
Nah.
We got real women, wholesome women coming in the kingdom of heaven. You ain't gonna ever have to worry about dealing with a woman this woman you might have dealt with, and you got to tell her to go look. You got to watch yourself, cause why? That's part of the curses, though. Because going back in the ancient world, our women were really actually women.
Yeah, they were clean.
Like Esther, they bathed for
oils
6 months
and
in oils, and they did things they kept things. You know what I'm saying? Right? And that's why it's like, damn, niggas, why you selling out for this? This ain't even that.
Nah.
But the thing is that the curses happen, man. You see, these women are no longer tender and delicate. You got these women putting on combat boots and pants. All kind of funks, cobwebs and spider webs and shit between their legs.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for a real man, someone to love. Bitch, you don't even love yourself.
Bitch, you sound like a man.
You don't even love yourself.
Bitch, you are a man.
Bitch got fucking tattoos all over her fucking body with all kind of different names. Romeo, Terminator. What's another nigga she got? Johnny B.
Yeah.
Those are all her kids, baby daddies. Pookie J. Now you sitting up there getting ready to hit it, and you see another nigga name right on her back. You like, oh, hold up, man. You gotta turn around. Can't even hit it from the back. I'm looking at her. These women is all out of order, man. They're all out of order. But anyway, let me go back. I mean, we gotta wrap it up in a minute. But let me finish. This is a bad scripture,
fucking
man.
whores of Satan, the bitches of Satan.
Hey, it always go back to these, because that's one of the worst part of this hell for us, which is good though. I'd rather it be that way so to keep your mind more sharp and pure. But the fact that our women are against us and that they became a curse to us. Yep. That's part of the curses because we went off. We went that far off. And the Most High had to let us know. He had to let us feel it, man.
Right, because guess what?
We had to feel this,
You
man.
know what the Lord's glory is? The man.
The man.
So he don't have his glory, so we don't have our glory, and you ain't got your glory.
Yeah.
You look at the other women of the other nations, and they got their glory, they got their hair, but your bald, fucking cantankerous black ass, you ain't got no goddamn hair. Call you, like the brother said, bald bull from Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That's why you mad and always got a frown on your face.
Live streaming can be
Because you bald headed. Go ahead, brother.
Oh my God.
Oh, you found something there?
The daughters of Zion. Get the hell out of here, man.
Yo,
The daughters of, are you kidding me, man?
Yeah, the whores of Satan. Yeah,
Man.
Hey, that's like the scriptures say, silly women laden with iniquity. That's it right there. Or woe unto them that sew pillows to their arms.
Yes.
That's them right there.
Oh my God.
That's them right there, man.
Hey, that's why the Lord
Soul catchers.
kill a lot of these niggas,
Your
man.
soul catchers. A lot of you niggas, you got to go. But we're gonna read this about you, Queen of Heaven, worshiping ass niggas. That's all it is. It's the worship of the Queen of Heaven, and now it's called embracing the divine feminine. That's what it is. It's the embracing of the divine feminine, or another term, it's feminism.
That's some bullshit.
That's what it is.
Some fucking bullshit. All right, Jeremiah 44 and 15. Then all the men which knew that their wives had burnt incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt and Pathros, answered Jeremiah, saying, As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken unto thee.
Right. So these men who knew that their wives were burning incense to other gods, they said, "Look, Jeremiah, we ain't gonna listen to you, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
We ain't trying to hear all that stuff you talking, Jeremiah." Go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. It says, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth.
Right. We're gonna do. If it feels good, do it. We're gonna do as thou wilt.
We're going to do what the fuck we want to do.
You
ain't my daddy.
We're gonna do it the Aleister Crowley
We ain't
way.
going to listen to nothing. We don't care about your God. We don't care about the Most High.
That's right. We don't care about the Most High.
Obviously, there's some fucking hoes out there call themselves teaching daughters of Zion. Daughters of Zion. Who told you? What daughters, man? All right, you got satanic daughters of Zion, man.
Yeah.
All right, there's a difference, man.
Hey, you know what that's called? Those daughters of Zion. It's called penis envy.
Yeah.
You bitches are mad that you were born with a slit instead of a dick, and that's what it is. You want to do everything that the man does. You out of order. You
out
mad
of order, man,
because you was born with a slit instead of a dick, and that's what it is.
And I'm gonna tell you, man. I'll be the one to break it to you. You ain't no Deborah, man.
Nope.
You ain't no Sarah. You ain't no Rebecca. All right. You more like a Jezebel. All right. What's that other whole the Philistines? Diana. No.
Delilah.
Delilah.
You're more. The brother
Delilah.
said Jezebel, but I'll give you another one. Athaliah, Jezebel's daughter. She was basically killing the Judites that were in line to take the throne. Athaliah was killing off the ancestors that were, in other words, the sons that were in line to become king. Athaliah was killing them.
And there's a footnote.
And that was the daughter of Jezebel, Athaliah.
And there's a footnote. None of you. That show you how
That's you bitches,
bugged out.
Athaliah.
But it's niggas, it's dudes calling themselves Athaliah.
Yo, man, you niggas.
What the hell is wrong with you, man?
You just basically cut your balls off, man.
So Athaliah speaking, nigga, you out of your fucking mind, man? But that show you the reprobateness and how far going. Yeah, a nigga named Athaliah. And then I think it's another cat. Like, what the hell is wrong? That show you. But the Lord does that basically to put you out there. See, the Lord said the deceived and the deceived are his. And then in Isaiah, the Lord said, I will choose their delusion.
Choose their delusion.
Right?
Yeah.
So the Most High put that delusional spirit on a lot of these guys, man. Got you dudes looking crazy out there, man. Because why? You didn't fear the Most High. All right? If you feared the Most High, you wouldn't do these things, man. You would take heed. You wouldn't play around with because right now, what are they pushing? Okay, you got the Ukraine thing popping off, right? And everything that comes from that. But they're pushing what? The Charagma, man. We can't forget about that. And you got Jake. I was talking with Jake Benjamin, and he's cool as shit. He minds you of fucking Mean Dean. He looks like him, and he's cool. But when I mentioned that or whatever, he said, "Yeah, man. I hope they don't implement it because we're gonna have to take it. We're gonna have to take it. What are we gonna do? I said, I'm not taking it. I told him that, But that's the mentality. So the thing is that Jake is still sleeping out here, man. And y'all don't want the Lord to return. Y'all don't want to get delivered, man. Okay?
That's right.
And brother, the spirit, I mean, when I seen the brother brought those images out, that shit, I'm still, like, I got chills because every time you see some new bad icon, we already know it through faith and the spirit, but to see the concrete evidence and stuff that we've been saying, that's mind blowing. Like, right? When you showed me that, I was like, man, because I didn't catch the show. I think I seen the thumbnail, but you actually watched it and you went into that. It led you to finding that stuff. But anyway, it says
I downloaded it onto my phone and my computer too. I downloaded it.
Yeah.
I got it on the computer because they might wipe it off the net. So saved it on my memory card here and I saved it on my PC at home.
So I'll finish it up. It says, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven.
Right. Burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven. Today, you call it feminism or embracing the divine feminine. It's worshiping the Queen of Heaven.
Yeah.
So that ain't nothing new. They were doing that back then. And that's them same niggas coming back right now. They doing it all over again.
That's right. It says, and to pour out drink offerings unto her as we have done.
And pouring out the drink offering unto her as they have done. Because back in the ancient time, you had a drink offering that would be poured out at the altar. But now they're pouring out a drink offering for some goddamn nasty period smelling asshole. They pouring out a drink offering for that bullshit.
Hey, you see why the scripture said many days and years shall you be troubled, man.
You careless daughters.
You women you're gonna go through it, man. And especially you women out there that dealt with brothers, man, and did brothers wrong, man. All right, you lost your salvation, man. Because first of all, and the scriptures tell you that the man is just your ticket, your meal ticket. The golden ticket is the Israelite man. Did we not quote the scripture earlier? The Lord said, "I will make a man more precious than the fine gold." So
even in the golden wedge of
Euphaz, right? So the Israelite man, the elect, the Israelite man of the Most High, the elect, is the golden ticket for you women to make it up out of here. So if you sit there and cast that away, you cast it away what? Your salvation. So when all the hell, right now, they talk shit until it get real. Psalms 110:3. In the day of thy power, thy people shall be willing. And a lot of you women, you were with brothers, with men of the Lord. We all was with women. Nigga, that ain't happened. Fuck you. Fuck your God. I don't give a fuck about, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now you're going to be out there, man. And guess what? The Lord is going to allow, Micah the 7th chapter. Now she should be trotting down in the mire in the streets because it's a cold world. Look at Price. Price is going, you have bitches sucking dick to get some gas money pretty soon, man.
But you're already doing that. You're already doing that.
Right? Hey, because it's getting that real. You see? It's getting that real. All right.
You're going to be fighting for the last can of beans, last loaf of bread. Your kids are going to be, I already see what's going to happen. A lot of you nappy-headed hoes, first of all, you're cold as ice. Mm-hmm. You're cold as ice. Mm-hmm. And a lot of you are gonna start straight up killing your own children. Because you ain't going to be able to deal with the hell that's coming down. And your remedy for it is going to be, a lot of you are going to be murdering your own children in cold blood.
Well, most of these bitches are a bunch of head cases anyway, man. Yeah. They're seconds away from, committing suicide, So when hell, and nothing really happened. You got the prices are increasing. You're not going to be able to find. And then the other thing is, too, like during the lockdown, and a lot of y'all got what they say, y'all don't remember shit. You know what I'm saying? You forget how things was just 2 years ago.
Right.
You think just because Esau's coming with some more shit, man.
Of course.
More lockdowns. Y'all think, oh, yeah, now they finally said the mask. You really believe that?
Yeah.
This devil been sitting there stabbing our people in the back for years. But these silly, stupid women, when the lockdown did happen, you weren't able to go to all these beauty parlors, these
you couldn't.
salons and all that stuff. All right? And a lot of y'all couldn't get your black crayon to draw your fucking eyebrow back.
You couldn't get your mustache waxed.
Your mustache was growing bigger than ours, man.
Or get them Wolverine sideburns taken off the side of your face.
The beast, you gonna look like the fucking beastly creatures that you really are, man.
That's right.
Because a lot of you women are wicked as hell, man. You're a bunch of fucking low-life, bottom-feeding dragging bitches, man.
Right, you couldn't get the
You know?
hairs of your chinny chin chin plucked.
Yeah. Hey, in the spirit, the Lord got us going on you hoes constantly because why? You motherfuckers are out of order, man. How the hell you gonna have a camp, a so-called camp of women out there as if the men are already out there? The fuck you doing, man? But because, like the scriptures say, you want to follow your own spirit. So there's a judgment that comes with that. And we ain't gonna candy coat nothing. And y'all, and none of y'all gotta like us. You ain't gotta like me. You ain't gotta like the bishop. You ain't like the apostle. You ain't gotta like none of us, man. But we gonna do what the Most High said. Just like Joshua and the rest of the men of the Lord, man. We ain't out here looking for lights, man. It's about the truth. We ain't trying to sit there and have the best garments. Yeah, we are ragtag. So the fuck what? What about the knowledge and the things that we're saying? You better pray that we're wrong, man. That's what this devil does. But then again, he knows, like we said, there's all kind of image. The name of that fresco is called the Final Judgment.
Yep.
If I'm saying it right. The Final Judgment. And it shows black angels shooting lasers at white Edomites with red hair, marching them into slavery. It shows a black hand with a key, with a chain, right? When we read it in Revelations 20. I mean, we didn't get to finish, but y'all brothers know the scripture, man. I mean, unless you got something else, you know.
No, that was,
we'll wrap it up because I'm just looking at the time. It's almost 2 a.m. You know, Lord willing, you know, we got to work and go to camp. So we still in hell, man. We still got to work, fix our car. We got to do all of that. But you know what? We thank the Lord for putting the spirit on us to do these lessons. Just like the rest of you brothers, the apostles. I praise Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because that's a beautiful thing. I watch you brothers shows and I get amped up and the spirit like lift me up and everything, man. And I'm just grateful, and I pray that I make it with you. My prayer is that we all make it and we get to look back at all this bullshit, man. Abba Ratazah. But hey, you know, may the Lord be with you brothers and continue to guide you, watch over you, protect you at the camps, at the speakings, and then you're going in and you're coming out. All right, so with that, you have anything you want to add, or you?
No, that's pretty much it. You summed it up.
All right, so we'll say Ka Halal, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And we'll say Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Brakathum to you brothers, and Barakat Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, Shalom to you, sincere Akim.
Oh, shit, I just found the scriptures that we already done.
Wait, I didn't push the button yet. What you got?
Well, you know, like the brother was saying, this is just...
Okay, it's not over. Like Guy said, it's not over.
The party ain't up.
It's not over. The lesson is not over. Hey, the spirit had the brother find. Nah, fuck it, bring it out, man.
Right, it says...
Hey, because, shit, if we got to go all night and break night and do it... Hey, the Lord had the Apostle Paul build us up years ago. What we used to call marathon classes. Right? It'd be at the camp. We used to be at the camp from 12 to, you know, get something to eat, come back to the school, go through 3 hours worth of class. It'd be like almost like 11, 12 at night, right? And then we start going to another lesson, the Illuminati or whatever. Before you know it, it's like 3 a.m. So we used to call those marathon classes. So the Lord did that to build us up, because in these last days, the Most High, he said in Joel, right, he's going to pour his spirit upon all flesh. Yep. So it's not over quite yet. The bishop got something else to go into.
And like the brother was saying, you got a camp of fucking... The brother said, look, the brother's men is already out there.
Yeah.
You got a camp of fucking menstruous women out there.
That's foul, man.
Sitting out there talking about they prophesying the word of the Lord. Look, there's a saying that there's a shortage of men, or a shortage of good men. But guess what? The Lord has a provision for that. And the provision is Ezekiel 36:10.
I'll read it for you if you want.
I got it right here. I'll just read it. We'll close it out with this. See, the shortage of men, of good men is an Israelite man, because only an Israelite man is a good man. Ezekiel 36:10. And I will multiply men upon you, all the house of Israel, even all of it, and the city shall be inhabited, and the waste shall be builded. And that's it. So the Lord is going to multiply men to do this thing, not no goddamn woman.
Yeah, the Most High don't need you. First of all, you wasn't even created for that, man.
Nope.
So y'all way out of line, man. All right, and we gonna tell you that until it's time to get up out of here, man.
Until the cows come home.
And when the Most High burn you fucking bitches, wigs and all, weaves and all.
Yep.
All right, and we gonna have that look. Like, we ain't gonna have to say nothing, but you gonna know what we thinking. We told you, dumb bitches. Yep. All right, and right along with you wicked ass niggas too, man. Because a lot of you wicked niggas, you promote this. You sit there and got a hand in it. So. Hey, that's why the scriptures say it's only going to be a few that's going to be delivered, man. You know, in these last times, man. But anyway, that was the main point.
That's it. That's
Okay,
it.
so then we gonna cut it there through the spirit. And again, hope you brothers were edified. And we give all praises again to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Dash. Shalom, Akim.